It's great to see so much innovation happening in Italy around the recovery front, around digital and AI. We're discussing this in a moment that the world is pretty wild. And sorry I do this in English, my Italian is not good enough. The world is wild. Only 2 days ago, a rocket landed in the arms of 2 chopsticks. Do you remember? I think that was a great moment. Technology is moving, and that was driven by AI as well. When I listen to the hundreds of CEOs that I speak to every year, they are overwhelmed by issues at the moment, and AI is only one. They talk geopolitics, they talk war, they talk supply chain, they talk energy, and they try to make sense of it all. AI went quite fast around Davos last year when ChatGPT was launched, and now it's a little harder. So people are trying to find how to move it faster. We know that 50% of the tasks can be automated in 10 years, but might also take us only 30 years to get there. So the question is how fast? And one thing that doesn't get talked about enough is energy. In particular in Europe, and I would also say in Italy, the energy price for AI is too high. The Draghi report and reports that we've written suggest that the energy price should divide by 3 for us to be competitive in AI. And that's also why you see announcements all across the world of players in AI investing in nuclear. So you might think, why does he talk about energy so much? Well, the beauty is that AI uses a lot of energy with all the intelligence. It's actually much less efficient than our brain. An AI brain is about 1,000 times less efficient than ours. And if you think about a humanoid robot behind every single one of us, which is a totally possible solution and would be great for society and for the growth that we can have, that energy will have to come, and it will have to come fast. So as we work AI, we might actually also have to work energy quite hard, because that will be maybe the bigger bottleneck than the advance of intelligence. The second part that we need to work on is human transformation. Some people say Europe has lost the race because we don't own the platforms. I don't think that's the case. We have not lost the race at all. 80% of the work is changing humans to use the AI and to change processes. On that, we could win. It's just a decision for us to do it. And I think that can happen in Italy too. I would then also say we need to create a positive story around the future. One of the things that worries me the most, it's been discussed in Italy too, is that the youth is currently deciding to not have children. You might say, what does that have to do with AI? Well, let me add it up. The first reason they don't have children is because they are afraid of the future. Climate, pandemic, AI is going to take the jobs. What kind of life is that? And I want to change the narrative that we need to add a story of a positive future. The first one is we have enough stuff in the ground and enough energy, even clean energy, to do all the future we want. Everybody in the world could live at the wealth of Milan. Everybody. There's enough stuff, there's enough energy. It'll take us some time to get there. The AI will double, triple, quadruple productivity. That's also great if we all want to live at the wealth of Milan in the rest of the world. And then the last bit is science is moving so fast, and that is before AI is doing science, that I think my 15-year-old daughter has a chance of 80% to become 120, and my 15-year-old daughter has a 30% chance to become 120 and 30% chance to become 150. When AI goes after it, it might actually be even better. And my question to this audience is, as we think about innovation, can we add a story that is so positive that our youth would say, that's a life worth living. That's a life where I want my children to live in. And you might think that's a strange message in an AI discussion, in a digital discussion, but our kids are afraid of the story we tell them, which is about pandemic, climate, and war and geopolitics, while this time, in my view, is the fastest accelerating time that we can imagine, bigger than the Industrial Revolution. That was a positive story. Post-war boom was a positive story. The last 30 years was a positive story. Let's tell the positive story so we can get on with AI. Thank you.